Hello, my loves, and welcome to What Would That Mumsy Do? This is the first episode of 2020. Happy New Year, number one, to everyone. I hope everyone was safe. If you're listening to this, then shit, that's a good sign because that means you're alive, okay? You came into the new year alive, okay? You woke up. And that's not, what a lot of people were fortunate enough to do. But I'm not going to talk about all those negative things, darling. I don't want to bring up any of that. Not yet, at least. Not yet in the year. It's still too soon. So I took a poll with 10 women and 10 men because I was really curious as to who washes their hands before using the restroom, or they wash their hands after they go to the restroom, or if they, decide to do both, and what their take was on it. So, surprisingly, listen to this, okay? Out of the 10 men, 6 of these dudes said that they only wash their hands after, okay? 4 of them said that they wash 2 of them, my bad, said that they wash their hands before, and then only 2 out of those 10 wash their hands before and after. Okay, so before I move on to the women's statistics, I just want to let's just elaborate on this for a little bit, okay? So 2 people, only 2, wash their hands before and after. So I'm going to give you my personal opinion on this. My personal opinion, which I did not include with the 10 women that I asked. But my personal opinion, what I do is I wash before and after, okay? And I'll get a little bit more into detail on that. But I first want to give you the women's. Oh, come on, ladies. Come on. Only 8 of them watch it. 8 of them watch it after, and only 2 of them wash both, okay? How is this? How? Come on, ladies. What the freak? We're always talking about how men are so dirty and blah, 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 blah. Turns out, it's just in, us women need to work on some hygiene as well. So the reason why I say you wash before is because, say you were working outside, okay? And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing yard work and I need to hurry up and I gotta pee so bad. I've been holding this pee the whole time I'm doing the lawn, but I didn't want to quit doing the lawn and I gotta hurry up and come inside, right? Okay. So I'm running inside to go pee and I think, oh, I gotta pee so bad. Should I wash my hands real fast or should I just go pee? So imagine one little dirt speckles still on your hand because you decided, I'm just gonna pee, okay? So now that dirt and all that nastiness that was outside is now either around your dick or on a vagina, creating bacteria. And you know what does bacteria do, ladies? Bacteria leads to dun 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 infections. And okay, here, if we're going into the new year right, I feel like the first thing that we need to focus on is self-care, okay? Small little things like this that can completely change your hygiene by just simply washing your hands before you pee as well as after. Of course, you're going to wash your hands after. You know why? But if you consistently have been washing your hands before you pee, then you shouldn't have no yuckiness to wash off, right? But there's still germs, there's still bacteria, there's still, hey, you touched a toilet, that's dirty, whatever. Everywhere has germs, and that's the reality. So for us to think that we can go about our business and be outside or be wherever and get dust even on our hands and then to touch our goodies, like, no. If you love yourself and you love yourself fully, you're going to think this through. You're going to think, how can I love myself so much that I'm going to take that extra minute and give myself that extra minute to wash my hands prior so that I'm not putting my body at risk of any type of infection, any type of random ass bacteria. What if someone, this is the nastiest one. This is what I think about all the time. Is like, what about if someone masturbated, okay? And They decided they didn't wash their hands so good. They hurried and they had to get to work. And they gave you your change back, and they were at the cash register. And not only did that money have germs, but their nasty ass cum hands, right? And you're like, oh shit, my kid's crying. I gotta hurry up and go to the Target restroom. So let me hurry up and go back there. But let me hurry up and just get my kid. Oh, wait a minute. I just touched my kid after I touched money and I touched that. And we're just changing our kids' diapers? What the freak? So take those extra minutes. Dedicate some extra minutes to yourself so that you assure that you're not going to put any bacteria not only on your own goodies, but transmitting it to like your children. How many times us as mamas, our kid wastes, right? Harlow is the number one waster. So what do? I go and I like will pick up something after him, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I wash Harlow's hands? Now I'm thinking, like, did I wash Harlow's hands before he ate? And now I'm putting this shit in my fucking mouth? What did he touch while he was eating? So there's just so many little aspects that we just, like, disregard because we just think, oh, that's my baby's food. I don't want to waste. Wait a minute. We don't want to waste, but are you washing your kids' hands the same amount of times as you're washing your own? And I'm not only referring to, using hand sanitizer. I do not agree with hand sanitizer. I know I'm really, I'm very conflicted about the perception of hand sanitizer. I feel like if you have nothing, then yes, go ahead. You don't got a restroom? Use some hand sanitizer. But if there's an option to physically wash dirt off your hands, use that option. Reason being, okay? So you were playing outside and you touched chickens. Whatever. You, for some reason, have chickens and you decided to touch a chicken. Okay? So this bacteria is like on the verge of salmonella because chicken poop carries fucking salmonella, okay? And what do chickens do all day? They walk around in their own shit. So we touch that chicken, okay? So now we're at risk of salmonella. And we decide, because it was so cute for our kids to go and play and touch these chickens, that we wanted to take a couple pictures. But what do we forget to do? Oh, shit. Just hand sanitize them. Just do it real fast. Wait a minute. So now you're just smearing around that salmonella bacteria all over your hands and without washing it off. Yes, it says 99.9%. Most hand sanitizers kill 99.9% germs, right? Well, that 1% is just still on your hands cooking. It's still there, just being smeared around. Unless you shake it off a little bit so it's sprinkling to the floor. But ultimately, the only way to assure your cleanliness is to wash them, right? Physically wash it off. So I feel like it's not even a resolution. It is a dedication. It's a promise that I'm going to make sure that I'm not only washing my hands, but I'm washing my kids too. And if you see your spouse, right, and your spouse came home from work and you guys want to get frisky, I support you. I completely support that, right? But say they were at work all day, exchanging money or touching products that other people touched. Or if it's not retail and they just, anything that you cross-contaminate by just someone simply touching it. And now your man comes home and starts touching your hoo-ha, right? How many of us ladies ask, wait a minute, did you wash your hands before you touched me? Did you? Are you gonna wash that shit off before you decide to just come all up on my hootenanny? So my husband, I'm kind of a stickler because I'm like, hold up. Yeah, I want you, 25/8. I do. I want you all over me. And I love being touched. I love having that affection and having fucking public affection, whatever. I just love being touched by my husband. So with knowing that I love being touched, I have set a boundary with him and he knows my expectation. My expectation is what? You best wash your hands before you have any thought in your mind about touching my goodies and your hootenannies, okay? So let these little simple things just sink into you, okay? And let's just focus on dedicating a little bit more time to our cleanliness, our personal health, and our washing of our hands. Thank you so much for listening to my hygiene rant. This is the first episode of What Would That Mumsy Do? And I love you all. Have a great week.